Today's episode of the Watson Weekly Podcast is sponsored by Commerce Tools.
Make sure your brand and your business is ready for the trillion-dollar e-commerce market. Commerce Tools, the global leader in commerce and creator of the powerfully composable Mock architecture, can help you achieve bite-sized wins or upsized achievements faster than ever. Whether you are looking to reduce maintenance costs for legacy systems or put the power of AI to work for you quickly, Commerce Tools is your partner for commerce success. Go to commercetools.com to learn how to get started.
It's June 3rd, 2024, and this is the Watson Weekly, your essential e-commerce digest. Today on our show, PayPal is building an ads platform. TJMaxx not afraid of Temu and Shein. BigCommerce getting serious about its partner ecosystem. Amazon growing its share of retail. And finally, the Investor Minute, which contains 5 items this week from the world of venture capital, acquisitions, and IPOs. But first, in our shopping cart full of news, PayPal is building an ads platform. In no universe should Klarna be exploring a $20 billion IPO worth about 1/3 of PayPal. The only reason is criminal neglect of the PayPal enterprise in the past 20 years. The new CEO of PayPal seems to be trying to correct some old mistakes. We can't actually know right now which items are checkbox buzzwords and which items are here for the long term and have legs. Similar to Microsoft making Google dance on AI, Shopify and the broader payments market is making PayPal dance on innovation or continue a slow march to irrelevance. As far as the PayPal advertising network announcement, here are a few things mentioned in the release. The company has millions of consumer and merchant relationships, particularly the PayPal app and Venmo. New leadership, Mark Grether, does have a tremendous history in the advertising and media space, from Amazon, Sysmic, Uber ads, etc. PayPal ads will use consumer insights to build a dynamic, personalized platform for better ad spend performance for merchants. So yeah, we almost know nothing right now. And it's just as likely to get in the way of a transaction as it is to be helpful until we learn more about the ad services themselves that are involved. PayPal has such a wide reach, it makes sense for them to explore. Right now, this is more of a wait-and-see proposition than anything else. It sounds like the PayPal CEO feels like they can transform their payment experience at the same time they can add big new initiatives. It's almost like unfrozen caveman CEO woke up from ideas that they should have done 6 years ago, and now they're like, oh wait, now that I'm awake, may as well do this anyway. We'll find out soon if they're correct. Our second story, TJMaxx not afraid of Temu and Shein. In the last earnings call, one of the analyst questions at the end caught my attention. It was, how much do you guys think about Temu and Shein, and are they a factor? The response was interesting. You would think that Temu's online bargain shopper would have the potential to make it from a store-based bargain shopper, but at this point, you might be wrong in that assumption. TJMaxx CEO responded that the brands offered by TJMaxx do not overlap much with the Temu shopper, who is mostly after cheap private label goods. There was a discussion on a Slack thread in a group that I belong with that had more thoughts on this topic. First, is the Temu shopper even valuable at all? In other words, if this shopper was on Wish and is now on Temu, will they just go to the next thing, and so this consumer is scraping the bottom of the barrel anyway? Why would you want them? Second, the TJMaxx shopper tends to want to treasure hunt and find the brand gems hidden in the store. This does not match the behavior of the Temu shopper who just wants absolutely anything for $3. Either way, it's clear to me. Every online retailer must have a Temu strategy. It's either that you don't care about their shopper at all, or you're lowering your cost to serve like Amazon, or you're finding some other approach. The growth is too large to simply stick your head in the sand, especially if your own retail private label brands are nothing to write home about. I'm looking at you, Macy's. Our third story, BigCommerce getting serious about its partner ecosystem. I'm not even sure that the incoming BigCommerce president, Travis Hess, has even had his first day on the job yet, and it's clear where some of his priorities are. In short, Travis just sent a love letter to agencies and partners of BigCommerce. The gist of the note is as follows. I spent many years in this business, and in particular the last few years building Shopify's ecosystem. Join BigCommerce because they have a mock-based approach which allows multi-storefront and multi-geographies, complex catalogs and promotions, and a great open-source B2B buyer portal. At this time, there's not much to communicate on a go-forward basis, it seems, including no news for partners on the elephant in the room right now. What elephant do I mean? The elephant you know what I'm talking about. Whether BigCommerce will be a public company in even a month from now. From my own travels, most brands and retailers want to understand the long-term stability of the company housing one of their most important platforms before they can have any kind of serious conversations about features and functions. Here's hoping all this gets resolved soon, or it will continue to hang like a dark cloud over everything. And our last story. Amazon is growing its share of retail. This one from the desk of Scott Wingo, but the data comes from Morgan Stanley as reported by CNBC. Analysts estimates that Amazon is taking 28% of every incremental growth dollar in retail right now. To be clear, this is not saying that Amazon is 28% of all retail, but that it's capturing the lion's share of growth, not just in e-commerce, but across all retail dollars. This is not hard to understand because many retailers and categories are experiencing declines. Amazon is experiencing growth, and analysts estimates that its total GMV grew by 14% from a very large base. This is some of the strongest performance that Amazon has ever delivered, unless you consider the COVID period. It sure looks to me that Amazon is not under threat from anyone else at the moment, and their profitability and growth levers are executing on all cylinders. If you ask me, I think Amazon can take share from Sam's Club and Costco as well with their continued investments in same-day services. The only one to watch might be an exception to Amazon's growth plans at the moment is Walmart. In no universe does Amazon want any more Walmart Plus subscribers. Now a word from our sponsor, Commerce Tools. When a multi-million-dollar beauty brand's e-commerce platform neared the end of its life, the entire business was at risk, including the ability to serve customers. By switching to Commerce Tools and embracing a more flexible mock architecture, the retailer's vision for connecting in-store and personalized shopping experiences became a reality. The brand can now roll out new features within days, securing its position as a modern brand that uses technology to its advantage. If you're being held hostage by your technology platform and your developers have thrown up their hands, tell them to start a free trial at commercetools.com today. It's that time, friends, for our Investor Minute. We have 5 items on the menu today. First, Elon Musk's xAI raises $6 billion in Series B funding. Elon Musk's artificial intelligence startup xAI has raised $6 billion in Series B funding that will be invested in infrastructure, go-to-market, and additional research and development initiatives. A $6 billion Series B funding round? Are we at peak AI hype or what? Second, front-end development startup Vercel raises $250 million in Series E funding. Front-end cloud platform Vercel raised $250 million in Series E funding, enabling the company to offer its front-end solution, artificial intelligence, and enterprise-grade security to customers. It's interesting to me that they mentioned enterprise-grade security in the funding announcement. Third, delivery startup UniUni raises $50 million Series C. Last-mile logistics platform UniUni has raised $50 million in Series C funding, which will be invested in its proprietary technology and new sortation centers. I asked last week, and I'll ask again, is venture investment in supply chain cool again? One shuts down and another starts up. Fourth, National 3PL WSI acquires Shipping Tree. National third-party logistics platform WSI has acquired Shipping Tree for an undisclosed amount. Shipping Tree's team and direct-to-consumer customers will benefit from WSI's scale and size. It's clear we're in a time of supply chain consolidation. And finally, Sanzo adds $5 million in new investment round. Asian-inspired sparkling water brand Sanzo has raised $5 million in a new venture round. Water has become very popular among venture investors in the last 18 months. As Adam Sandler says, that's some high-quality H2O. And today's final word of the week of June 3rd, 2024 is Einstein. At last week's Salesforce Connections event in Chicago, Salesforce revealed its strategy for keeping customers on its platform, and surprise, surprise, it's AI. As in, Salesforce is hoping that cute Einstein mascot is enough to get you to renew your contract for another 3 years. Sales and Marketing Cloud's got AI Copilot features. And it does seem to me that the belle of the ball at Salesforce right now is Salesforce's Data Cloud. But even this will run into stiff and more dedicated competition in the form of Snowflake and Azure. It almost seems to me like Salesforce's sum of parts strategy has overstayed its welcome, and each constituent part is being picked apart by more nimble competition. Did you know that RMW Commerce has a brand new podcast? Check out the Watson Weekend for an unfiltered and lively e-commerce chat each week with me, Rick Watson, my co-host, Jess Liseski, and an array of interesting guests and topics, all focused on e-commerce. You can find the Watson Weekend by searching for it on iTunes, Spotify, or YouTube. That's all for this week. Till next time, Watsonians. Hi, I'm Rick Watson, CEO and founder of RMW Commerce Consulting and host of the Watson Weekly Podcast, your essential e-commerce digest. Our production partner for the series is Citizen Racecar. The show is produced by Jose Baez, production manager Gabriela Montequin. To hear new episodes of the show every Monday morning, subscribe now at rmwcommerce.com/Watson Weekly and wherever you get your podcasts.